Hi, this is Sabine, the owner from Vintage Designer and creative person from WoodUbend DK. Everybody was asking for, now we do it. We try to make our videos now in English because we have a community over the countries we are serving. So that will be a part of our relationship to you and to Solly, to WoodUbend and Posh. As you can see here, we will have a middle project now. Lots of people have done it already, but we want to make it now step by step. So what I will use, I will tell you later on in the project. And just to explain, it is a wall panel again, and we are using Posh chalk, stencils, pigments, paste, patinas, and of course WoodUbend moldings. So everything is in there in this project again. And yeah, let's start together then. So what we want to do first, of course, we have an wood panel here, a little thicker one, because we want to use it as picture on the wall. So I am starting with salt wash, and we are using it as first color, and the first color I choose is the brown, and I just mix it up with salt wash. You have on the cup the measurement. You can use them for all paint, mineral, chalk, acrylic, whatever you want. It's a mineral powder, as a lot of more on the market existing, but here we have a possibility to make every paint in it, and not the paint from the brand themselves. I do it like this one, which is my feeling. Coming up with my chalk paint. First of all, what you always do on every chalk or on every paint, you have to make it clean so that everything is combined, because especially when you have a water-based paint, it's necessary. I'm missing the word in English at the moment. That's why I'm stuck with the words, what I'm just doing now. I'm sorry for that, but to speak in a different language which you don't have learned this much is not this easy. But at least it is hopefully for me that you are seeing everything. So we put it together in this way. I think it will not be like I wanted. Yes, it is a part what I wanted. So it is like this, as you can see. And what you are doing with this kind of mixture, because now I have a thicker one, I just do it first as a paint, what you normally not should do, but I do it to have it better filled up. Because then I can do later on the paint and the corners, because in the corners we don't need it really. So what you normally do when you have a mineral powder with the paint, you put it this way to get a better structure. Later on, when you put the second coat on it. And I know it that I will have here something to play with to fill up the corners and the sides. So that is the base from our project, to have one color together with the mineral powder. At the end we don't need too much structure, because we have here later on we want to put up the stencil in the corner. We're making the line with the newspaper. What's coming up later will in the next step, because this we have to paint as well, and it should be of course in the same colors what you are using here. I will finish this one and come later with the second step. So I filled up now the whole plate, and it's still wet. So what I am doing now, normally it should dry after 1-2 hours. Then they have the consistence to work within, how you call it, you can use a check card or something else, a business card. I have this kind of things. And I heat it up a little bit now to make it a bit quicker for you. And after that, when I feel it is dry, I just go a little bit over. I think I will do it with my credit, with my business card. That's a good one, because it's easier from the side. That is a way to make it a little bit quicker for this kind of projects you are doing for social media. If you do it on the normal way, then it dries in the air 1-2 hours, except where you are laying it on. And then we can go now to the next step. What I will do, I paint with this color I will paint now the newspaper, or I have here all sides from a nice book. I make it this way and I will paint it now in the same color and will place it later on one of the sides, for example like this, just to have an idea. Make it this way. We could stay with this color, which is also not bad. I will think about it and go further with now to paint this. That is happening when you are doing something in between. You don't know how it will be, and I really decide myself now that I just make a little bit on the handmade paper with the same color from the basic color. Put it a little bit wet on the paper so that I can really make the brush empty and dry it up a little bit for the next step, to make them together like this, so we have one bigger line, and then put it together the way it has to be. So that means on top of this end we put a little bit glue. You don't have to put this much because it will come later on and we fix it there as well. So we put the end on the end because later on we don't see it anymore. But the good thing is now that you have one line, and you can make with this line a very nice combination like this. However you want it, place like you want it, and then maybe get another hand for the glue under, to glue it underward. That I will do now with all the other papers together, so that we have on this line the paper done. And I will also do in the next step the trimming from WoodUbend, which will come up on this side. So I paint this already, warm it up, paint it, and I will show you later then how I fix it on the plate. But first of all, we are making the end with this one. So to have everything done in one project, that you can make it yourself or try it at least yourself, we show you now how we fixed the handmade painted paper. It's easy, on an easy way. As before, we put one end with the glue, a little bit in the other, so you have an overlapping, you have an overlapping, but nobody will see later on because you will prepare it a little bit with other colors, or paste or a gilding wax or whatever. So if we have it this way, we make it on the top side, because then I put it the other way around. You just have a look how it goes from the other side, so that you will have the same size. Just press a little bit down. And then you can connect it this way you want it. That's a part of being how you want it. You can also make some things in between to hold it a little bit better. Just press it down. This one went away, so we can fix this as well. So you have on top also something to hold. Now you saw how I have done it. The good and nice things to let it look better, I will do then on my own. For you, it was important to see how it goes. We have a little small thing here, so I will fix it now to have a whole line, and then we go further with the trim. And a normal artist has an idea always in between when you are doing something. I have now here the overlapping. I just leave it at the moment like it is, as you can see, because maybe it fits later on to the whole project. If not, I can cut it, no problem. But if you are saying in between here, I will show you a little bit. In between here, you are not happy with this kind of things. Small and easy tip. You have always rest paper. So if you do it on the top of the side, you always will have, especially when you have decoupage, you will have the white underside. So if you want to put it away, just put it from the back side and then scrap it. You see, here is nothing, and here is still everything. But at this type of project, it doesn't make sense which side, if you have a problem or if you just forgot it, because you will paint it later on. So we put a glue on like we want, much or not much. Put it on the whole paper and just fill it up somewhere you think it should be in there, like here. And because you have the glue, and the glue later on when it's dry, it's transparent, so you don't see this white anymore. But as I told you before, just make the brush a little bit wet, and you can color it with the same color we have in the whole project. That was just a small tip on the side. So we're coming now to our next step. I have used the WoodUbend trimming 20. That is the brand new one, and it is in a roll, on a roll part. The size is different, what between 1 and 5 or 6 centimeters in the breadth. So normally over 2 meters long. So I heat it up first and then I cut it with my cutter knife. And I have to warm it up now because it's a little bit thicker. So it goes hard very quickly. So I will warm it up at the end because the middle is still quite warm. I use now a hair dryer because the heating then is not this hot as a normal heat gun, which you can also use. And if you have done it, you have to, by the WoodUbend moldings, please just take wood glue, and please take a better one, then it will fix very, very good. I put it a little bit thicker here. Now warm it up again, or we will see. Just hold on a second. I put you a little bit more on top. So I will put it now straight ahead here. What I have done, of course, as you can see, I painted in the same color I have done before on the whole project, as I told you. So at the end it's not quite well, so I heat it up again a little bit. So if you warm it up, then it's more flexible. I think this long and thicker ones goes better with a heat gun, but I will take this one now. So with this long size, you have normally to have 2 or 3 hands. I put my L here on the top so that I have the whole length just to fix the glue on it. And that's now, if you have a good glue, then you don't will take this long to press it down and to fix it. But for you, it's just to show you now how it goes. And we have at the end, I will put you a little bit more that you can see it on the other side. I turn it around. I think that will be better. So as you can see here, it's overlapping as well. And what you can do with the molding is when you warm them up, they're getting flexible, and then you can also cut it up with a knife, with a cutter knife, and later on sand it a bit and put the color on it, what you need. So I prepared myself not this good. I just need later on my sandpaper, which I don't have in hand right now. But that cutting was very, very good, very straight. So I just have to paint it with the color I used. And here we are. That was the molding on the side. I think I will have to make it later on a little bit more perfectly, but I think you saw it. And now I will go further with the stencil. So I turn it around. So I'm sorry, but I saw quickly that my handy was gone. The accu was empty. So I do the rest now for you, because it's the same what I have done before, because I don't know at least what I have show you now. So anyway, if you just have very small things you are not fixing with the plate here. You can also do it with a check card or a business card as well. You don't have to have this kind of things. It is better, of course. Okay, I have some very small things left. I think it is okay like this. If not, I told you, just make it a little bit wet. And save it this way. You have to clean it up quickly. The best way is always directly, otherwise it would be a pity if you forget it. So that one is clean. And this one I will also go and clean it directly and just show you the result on it. For this, that is now it is paste. We can do it like this. Maybe we heat it up, or we leave it like it is. So I have to find out if you are using the metallic paste and put water in between, then the normal hairdryer is not working this good. So you have to take it long. So for this, then, because I need I took the water in between, so I need a heat gun. And always in moving. In the beginning not. If you see in the beginning it will then warm up or push up, then you go on moving. I hope you can see it. I will just do it a little bit. I already told you once, when it's too hot, then the structure is totally different. I like this one because it looks more older then. That's why I'm always going then a second time or third time over it. I love this structure. So it is the type of how you are doing your project yourself. What do you like, and how to work with all this product from WoodUbend and Posh is to find your way of styling, and that is a good thing. We have so different styles and all of them are looking well. As you can see, it's all on our artists outside of the world. So we have here now, with the water in between, not this filled up moment as it was normally with the paste, but I know it before I have done it, and for me it's like, yeah, love it. If you want to learn more about it, just have a look on our WoodUbend artist group. think for today I will stay with you like this because I want to go further tomorrow with the next one. So I would just turn you around that you can see my face. So if you like what you saw with this video, and yeah, you want to share your projects, have a look through our website woodubend.dk. There we are serving the local stockage from the countries we are taking care of. If you want to have a look worldwide, have a look on woodubend.com, and we hope we could give you a little bit more inspiration of the nice products from Solly. And tomorrow we will go on with part 2, and we hope you will take this part together with us if you want. If not, just make a replay. But the most important thing for us would be very great. Just give us a like. And yeah, for the rest, have a nice evening. Bye.